So you're telling me you got a $20,000 loan and you got a fucking Prelude?
Boosted.
What?
It's boosted.
No, it's not. It's stock.
You don't need to know that. It's classified. Static works, but it's boosted.
Bro, I'm in Static Works and this motherfucker's lying. He has an NA Prelude. We're running on 3 cylinders. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Static Works. Today, we're gonna be showing you guys
loud ass car. The Velasta.
Velasta.
Question to myself: do I miss the car? Sometimes. But not when it breaks down.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Today, we're gonna be finally showing you guys how I did these headlights, and not only that, we're going an extra step. So we have a couple of goodies right here that we're gonna be installing, and Eden's finally gonna work for once.
Hey.
So we got 2 goodies from iJDM Toy. Sponsor us. Been asking you guys for a while, making me a little sad. And we got some Amazon goodies, Extreme Vision, because we go cheap boys on this build, but yet still quality. Before we begin, we just want to give a shout out to Action Clutch. That's our new sponsor, and we had a video planned out that we were gonna upload before this, but we never did, talking about Action Clutch and a bunch of other stuff. But right now is the perfect time because he got a stage 3 Action Clutch and flywheel that we're gonna be talking about in another video when he brings it, which we're gonna be installing pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. If you guys wanna order any of their clutch kits, their website is gonna be linked down below. So I'm gonna be opening up each one individually to show you guys what I got. So this is obviously a fucking cable.
There's a box on it.
Oh shit, you're right.
So it's a cable and a box.
Nice. And obviously we have the new LEDs that we're gonna be replacing, which we originally have the CCFLs, which are a gas type bulb, and these LEDs are gonna be brighter and actually probably use less power, I believe. I'll show you guys the differences between these two once I take the headlight apart. But one thing that I really like is this one's gonna be Bluetooth, and the whole wiring is a lot easier than what we did. So honestly, just invest in these and do not get those. Like I said, I'll explain later because that is way too much wiring for this simple job. With this remote, you're going to be able to change the colors as well. And they have a Bluetooth adapter for your phone, but I decided not to get that. I'll just carry this around and turn it on whenever I want. In my pocket. The second box I'm gonna be unboxing. Ooh, unbox therapy.
Unbox therapy, shout out.
I haven't even opened this box myself, so I didn't see it first, so we're seeing it together.
It's a blow valve.
Blow valve, bro. No, I think this thing comes off. Here, fill it off.
No, look it.
No, it just this part. No, it's just this part. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, baby girl. So a lot of people have obviously asked me how to do this, and I didn't want to show them just because it's gonna kill your light output. So now that I have the projectors, it's gonna be more reasonable to do it. And these are by far the easiest headlights that I've ever worked with because they just clip off. The headlights are gonna be held in by 8mm. They're gonna be 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, which you're gonna want to remove this plastic piece, which you might have to put some tension on it, but it should just pry off. You might not be able to see, but there's 2 in there, and I already have them off because I've been replacing them a couple of times. So I just leave those off and just tie in the top. But those are literally the 4 bolts that you have to remove, and then you can just pop the headlights out after you unplug the bulbs from the back. Something loose in there. Alright, so to remove the clear corner, you're gonna want to use a Phillips because there is a screw right here. Once you loosen it up, it should come out. Just do a couple of turns and this thing should just fall off like that. I'll also list where I got these clear corners because obviously the OEM USDM market ones come in orange or amber.
Who's Amber?
Never heard of
Oh,
it.
the alerts.
And I got these, which I don't know if these are the Euro ones necessarily, but I got them from Depot and I got them on eBay for pretty cheap. Now to remove the lens, there's gonna be a couple brackets. So I believe there's like 8 brackets, and all you have to do is literally pop these up, and then once all those are up, they should just come out like that. Now that the lens is off, all you have to do, which I taped this piece because it broke, because I kept opening it up and tearing it apart, but it should just come out like this. And then this is for the facelift. I don't know how the pre-facelift work. That's why I really wanted to bring Bruce's, but I totally forgot about it. But this is gonna be for the facelift. And then this is how it pretty much should look inside, besides these angel eyes, but I'm gonna be removing this to show you how it really looks. These are the Amazon ones I originally got, and the problem I had with the first pair was, since these are just a giant curved bulb, if the middle breaks, then the whole bulb doesn't work, obviously. So one of them came defective, and I had to order a new one, which I spent probably like $50 with both of them, which, to be honest with you, these were $50, so you're better off just saving up for these and not making the same mistake that I did. The original wiring that I have, it's kind of complicated to understand, but I had the positive and negative here from obviously each individual light setup, and I had it grounded out just to this bolt on each side. The power side of both all go through and go into a switch, and then it's a 3-part switch, so there's going to be positive, there's going to be power, there's going to be negative. So the middle power is going to go to the starter cable right here, which I had set up, and then the ground is going to be right here to this bolt, and I'll show you guys how it looks inside. Looking inside here, I did drill a hole for the switch to turn on the bulbs. So looking at the new wiring setup, all of the lights connect to a single module, which obviously the switch connects to wirelessly, and it goes to just power and ground. So these two are just going to be connecting to the starter and then to ground, and that's it. So I'm not going to have to do anything inside, and I can literally just keep this inside and control whenever I want them to turn on or change colors. So these are the differences between the cheap ones and then the... What the fuck are you doing? So these are going to be the cheap ones, and these are obviously the high quality ones. You could even see in the cable, it's going to be a lot better, and it's going to be more resistant to actually bending and cutting the actual wire. So we should be good with that. One thing I did notice was that these are going to be a little smaller, which I'm okay with, and I'm really happy that they brought 8 clips to clip onto the headlight, because these only had 1, and having only 1 isn't going to be stable at all. That's why I had tape over it. But now with 2, it should be able to hold on a lot better. With the original ones I had set up, it was really hard to get the wire to go through this hole, which this is where I'm going to feed it. People recommend going through where the original halogen bulbs are and just cut a little slit to pull it out, and I don't really want to do that, so I just have it through there. I know there's a chance of water getting through, but I drove it through rain already and washed the car, and there's no moisture inside. So what I might do is just silicone it and just cover it up, but that's only if water starts getting inside and I actually see the moisture build up inside. But other than that, this is where I'm gonna run it. So just a little precaution, if you want to do it this way, there is, or there might be, a risk of water getting in. Eden over here, my helpful partner, you're just gonna pull it through.
Way?
Yeah. So you want to obviously open this up. I just do it with my thumb and then clip it onto here, which it's going to be wobbly. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just put a piece of tape right here, which I just use duct tape, and it's going to hold it. But I'm going to set everything up just so I can show you guys, and then we can go from there. So now we're going to test it with just one headlight. So I'm going to set it right here, and what I'm going to do is put this one to that one, and then I'm probably gonna have to split these a little more just so I can show you guys. While Martin is using the starter cable for power, and all you have to do is use this controller and it turns on just like that. And then there's a program A which changes the color. Alright. Ooh. So obviously it has a bunch of colors. I'll probably either use this one, the white, or the red, which I'm probably gonna roll up to the meats, you know. So now I'm gonna set all of them up just to make this pretty quick, and then I'll show you guys how it looks after, and then we can get started with the halos. Now we're gonna be installing the Xenons, which this is my first time, so this might not be perfect, but there is a little plate right here that like kind of looks like an adapter. So all we have to do is just pry that off with a flathead. Once it's disconnected, you just have to peel it off like that, and then obviously this piece is going to fit inside. You're gonna want to remove these tiny 3 screws with the Phillips to remove this little adapter plate that should be going on the back once you insert the Xenon. After removing this nut right here, after you remove that adapter, you're gonna want to see what side is the top side, and then just place it in that way because you don't want it upside down because your viewing angle isn't gonna be that great. Okay, so now I just have to feed it through. So once it's fed through back here, you need to put an adapter plate that it comes with, which is gonna be this one. Once that goes through, you put in this ring that tightens it. So after that, it's pretty much just gonna be able to hold it in place, but now I'm just gonna set everything up and show you how it looks when it's finished. So opening the Extreme Visions box, you can see these Xenon bulbs, which I already have one taken apart, and it looks exactly like this, and it has a cutout for it to just fit directly in there, and then it should hold in there after we set everything up, and then obviously all the wiring is gonna have to be in the engine bay. So this is how it should look once you have everything hooked up. This is how I'm doing it. I don't know if it's the proper way. I know Shop Life has its own tutorial, especially with this silicone piece so no water gets in, but I'll probably end up just feeding it through and just covering it. But this is really important to hold the actual Xenon bulb in, as you can see how I did it right here. But I'm gonna be doing this to both lights just to have them set up pretty quick, and then we're gonna actually wire them inside. So this is how the headlights look now with everything installed. As you can see, this is how the projector looks. You can see the back pieces of the Xenon projector housing, but that's okay with me because it's all blacked out, so it's not gonna be as noticeable. But as you can see, there is a lot of scratches on these lenses. So I did put in an order of new clear lenses when I ordered all of this stuff, but for some reason it's gonna take about 2 weeks to get here, and I didn't want to wait that long to show you guys because I know a lot of you guys have been DMing me on Instagram to make a tutorial on this. So I'm just gonna swap them out later, but that's how that looks. Now I'm gonna do the other side and hook it up and see how it looks. While Martin's doing all the power and ground stuff, I'm gonna be doing the actual Xenon headlights, which there's all these wires that I need to connect, and there's the other box that came with the Xenon lights, and these are gonna be the ballasts. So these are gonna be the ones connecting to everything. So I'm gonna have to connect all these wires to the ballast, which is gonna have to go one way or another. So they connect that way, and then these are gonna connect, I believe, like this. Well, this one connects the same way. You're gonna be left with obviously a power and ground, and that's where you're gonna wanna get the cable that you disconnected. Obviously the brown one's gonna be ground, and then this color is gonna be power. So I'm gonna probably cut it and then fuse it together, or even just fuse it through here, or do something with it, and then I'm gonna turn it on to show you guys how it actually looks. I'm scared. What do you think? What do you think, Gonzo Lightman?
So this is fucking heavy and it's hot as balls.
So this is how they look installed finally. So I wired them all up, and obviously this is how it is. It's pretty much all plug and play, and then you have to wire those two. This is a temporary connection. So you can see it's really bright, and it looks really nice because they're 5K white. So they're not too blue. I believe they're a true white. And then Bruce, ooh, what do you think? What's your favorite? The red? Ooh, so that's how it looks on. One thing that I might do is I'm gonna have to get the clear, well not clear, but a wider turn signal, because obviously that color combo is not good. So there you go. I'm probably not gonna drive with them on like that until I get the white ones, but this is how they look, and they look really nice. It's too bright to see, but on the side you can see how it looks. So that's how you install projectors and the LED angel eyes. I might have not done it the correct way with the projectors just because I need to cover it as well as the LEDs, but this is just temporary. I just want to show you guys before it gets too dark how to install them, and I really like them. I think it's worth it. I believe I only spent about $120, but I'll have everything down below so you guys can purchase it. But if you guys have any questions, DM me at Static Danny on Instagram. But on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.